name's Sandy Holden. We're in my studio in Queen's Park, Bedford. I do quite a lot of different things in my studio. I mean, it's kind of this nucleus at the centre of a lot of little things I send sort of spiralling out into the world, I guess. I think a lot of my work is about avoiding being defined by one thing or connecting a lot of different elements or having the ability to move between different subjects, different types of interpretation, different types of thought. And sometimes not even thinking about it as art, if possible. Each project for me has a completely different set of parameters. It asks a completely different question and maybe in a completely different way. I've had quite a lot of shows in England and I don't have a gallery at all, so I work just from this studio in Bedford. So the Future Generation Art Prize was a way of getting the work out to a wider audience. It was a chance to get into show outside the UK. I just made Laws of Motion in a Cartoon Landscape, and it was a work that I knew could travel and stand in as a good representation of my practice. I think most of my travelling is always led by my work. So I remember I had a day off in Kiev and walked through the whole town, and it was like crossing through 3 or 4 centuries in an afternoon. It felt like an interesting place to be showing work, and to show at the Venice Biennale as part of Future Generation, that was a complete privilege. It gave the work a lift. You know, a context like that always gives, and it gives you a lift to see your work in that context. The whole prize gives you, I suppose, a little legitimacy, which is always helpful. I mean, a lot of the time as an artist, you feel on the edge of legitimate. You know, you don't really have a job, and it's quite hard to say what you do. And sometimes you need something just to say, oh, I did this. Sometimes psychologically that's just really helpful. So many things are so amorphous and hard to know whether it was good or not, what you got from it. But this you could categorically be like, that was worth doing, in the set, like, I have now this thing, and I have pictures to prove it. So.